And what you can do is with the journal, you can have your journal for like January, February, and then you can come back again and reflect on the same things that you wrote the previous month to see how are you progressing on your journey. And you can compare, right, the growth over time. And that way it gives you a record. And once you write, because when you write things down, because sometimes, especially for anyone that's like thinking like, okay, my thoughts are always racing all the time and I can't quiet my thoughts. When you write your thoughts down, you organize your thoughts. And because if you think about it, like when you're writing something in a way that you can either read it or someone else can read it. That's what you're trying to do, right? When you're writing your thoughts down, because you're organizing your thoughts into sentences, and that's how your brain processes the thoughts, the information. And then it allows you to understand how each thought connects to another thought. And then when you have that order where you can write like an entire story about your thoughts in your mind, in your head, it allows you to organize your thoughts. That's how you actually, when people say, okay, I feel scattered. Okay, my thoughts are everywhere. That's what they're struggling with. It's because they have it's kind of like having a book that you're writing, but chapter 2 comes before chapter 1, and chapter 4 comes before chapter 2. And, one sentence that belongs in chapter 3 or paragraph is in chapter 10. So it's kind of like everywhere. So when you actually write something down, it's quite hard for you to write in that manner, because when you now have it on paper, you can see, if you try to read it back to yourself, you'll see like, okay, well, this doesn't make sense, right? So sometimes we exaggerate certain things or things that we worry about in our minds. And it's just because we haven't tried to actually make a form a sentence from that thought or that worry. Because even when you say it aloud, maybe you even realize, okay, this thing doesn't even make sense. Like, what am I saying? Right. But you're just storing things in your head. And yeah, so when you now focus on, putting things down and naming the thing, you also now have something that you can directly pray to God about, because you know it in your mind, you know it in your brain. Like, okay, this is the thing that I'm actually worried about. Okay, let me take it to God. Okay, God can help me this way and that way. And that allows you clarity to even pray, right? Because we'll talk about prayer in the next 7 days as well. So that's stuff that you can work on slowly and just write, because that way it also helps you, like when you're talking to people, you now have clarity of thought, because you've probably thought about the things that you're about to say, or you've read them to yourself and you have some clarity. So your communication becomes clearer because you've also thought about what you're saying and you've written it down and you've made some sentences out of that thought, right? And yeah, so there's so many things that you can do when it comes to like journaling and writing things down. So it helps in so many different ways, and you can actually overcome certain things just because it brings more clarity, right? And your brain quiets down on its own just by you writing it down. So that's it for week 1. So we'll look forward to day 8 tomorrow. And day 8, we're opening the theme on how to pray with day 8. And that is going to be prayer is relationship. Prayer is relationship. Right? Prayer is relationship. That's day 8. So if you found this video, again, if you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Let your friends know. And YouTube will also know that you enjoy this video so that you don't miss the next video. And you can keep up with the other content that I make on the channel. And also be making shorter videos of this longer video as well, so that if there are any parts that you maybe enjoyed more, if you want to revisit certain parts, you can also go back and revisit those parts as well. So enjoy your day. I'll catch you guys.